Most people think Elon Musk became rich because of Tesla. They're wrong. Tesla made him one of the wealthiest people in history, but it didn't make him rich. Others believe it was PayPal. Also wrong, because by the time PayPal was sold, Elon Musk had already made and lost multiple fortunes. The real story is much stranger. It's the story of a man who repeatedly bet everything he had on ideas that looked completely insane. Ideas that almost destroyed him. Ideas that made him the richest person on Earth. And now, those same bets may determine the future of technology, politics, and even humanity itself. So how did Elon Musk really get rich? To answer that, we have to go back to a shy kid in South Africa who couldn't fit in anywhere. Chapter 1. The Outsider. Elon Musk was born in Pretoria, South Africa in 1971. He was quiet, introverted, and obsessed with books. He read for hours every day. Science fiction, physics, encyclopedias. By age 12, he had taught himself computer programming and built a video game called Blastar. He sold it for around $500, not a fortune, but it was the first time an idea in his head became money, and that feeling never left him. At 17, Musk left South Africa. He wanted to escape mandatory military service and move closer to the center of technological innovation. First Canada, then the United States. And by the mid-1990s, the internet was exploding. Most people still didn't understand it. Elon Musk did, and that changed everything. Chapter 2. The First Fortune. In 1995, Elon and his brother Kimball launched a tiny startup called Zip2. Their office was so poor they slept there. They showered at a YMCA. They had one computer. During the day, it ran the website. At night, Elon used it to code. The idea? Help newspapers put business directories and maps online. Today, that sounds obvious. In 1995, it sounded ridiculous. Newspapers barely believed the internet mattered. Investors laughed at them. Customers ignored them. The company almost died. Then suddenly, newspapers realized they were being left behind, and demand exploded. In 1999, computer giant Compaq bought Zip2 for roughly $307 million. At just 27 years old, Elon Musk walked away with around $22 million. Most people would retire. Musk immediately bet nearly all of it again. And this time, the risk was even crazier. Chapter 3. The Bank That Shouldn't Exist. Imagine pitching this idea in 1999. What if people put their money on the internet? Today, that's normal. Back then, it sounded dangerous, almost absurd. But Elon believed banks were slow, inefficient, and ripe for disruption. So he founded an online financial company called X.com. The goal wasn't just online banking. It was to become the financial operating system for the internet. There was just one problem. Nobody trusted online banks. And another startup called Confinity was moving fast. Its product? A payment service called PayPal. Instead of destroying each other, the two companies merged. But then things got messy. Very messy. There were power struggles, technical disagreements, arguments over leadership. Eventually, while Musk was on his honeymoon, he was removed as CEO. Imagine that. You build a company, go on vacation, come back, and you're fired. For many founders, that's game over. For Elon Musk, it was just another chapter, because despite the chaos, PayPal kept growing. And in 2002, eBay acquired PayPal for $1.5 billion. Elon Musk owned roughly 11%. His share? Around $180 million. At 31 years old, he was rich enough to never work again. Instead, he decided to risk nearly all of it, again. Chapter 4: The Insane Bet. This is where the story changes. Most wealthy entrepreneurs protect their money. Elon Musk did the opposite. He put nearly everything into 3 companies: a rocket company, an electric car company, and a solar energy company. Almost everyone thought he had lost his mind. The rocket company was SpaceX. The mission? Make humanity a multi-planet species. In 2002, this sounded like science fiction. The aerospace industry was controlled by governments and defense giants. Nobody believed a startup could build rockets. Nobody. And that was exactly why Musk did it. Chapter 5: The company that almost died 4 times. The first SpaceX rocket failed. Then the second failed. Then the third failed. Each explosion destroyed millions of dollars. By 2008, SpaceX was almost bankrupt. At the same time, Tesla was also collapsing, and the global financial crisis had arrived. Elon Musk was running out of money. Friends thought he was finished. Employees feared they wouldn't get paid. He reportedly borrowed money for rent. The man who had made hundreds of millions of dollars was nearly broke. Then came one final launch, Falcon 1. If it failed, SpaceX was dead. The rocket reached orbit. For the first time in history, a privately developed liquid-fueled rocket had done it. A few weeks later, NASA awarded SpaceX a contract worth around $1.6 billion. The company survived, and Elon Musk survived with it. That single launch changed the trajectory of his life, and perhaps humanity's. Chapter 6: Tesla wasn't really his idea. Here's something many people don't know. Elon Musk did not found Tesla. Tesla was started by Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning. Musk joined later as an investor and chairman. But eventually, after internal conflicts, he became the face of the company. And once again, everything nearly collapsed. The first Tesla Roadster suffered delays and cost overruns. Investors panicked. Cash disappeared. The company teetered on the edge of bankruptcy. Then, on Christmas Eve of 2008, Tesla secured emergency financing. It survived by inches. That moment would eventually create one of the most valuable companies in history, but not immediately. For years, Tesla struggled. People mocked electric vehicles. Analysts predicted failure. Short sellers bet billions against the company. Yet Musk kept betting bigger. Gigafactories, the Model S, the Model 3, autopilot, battery technology, and gradually, Tesla transformed from a niche automaker into a global phenomenon. Then came a historic moment. In 2020, Tesla joined the S&P 500. Its stock exploded. And because Musk owned a huge percentage of the company, his wealth skyrocketed. He wasn't getting rich from salary. In fact, he often took little or no cash salary. He got rich because his equity became extraordinarily valuable. Ownership. That was the secret. Not income. Ownership. Chapter 7: The Richest Man in the World. As Tesla's market value surged past traditional automakers, Musk's fortune exploded. Then something unbelievable happened. He became the richest person on Earth, passing names that had dominated wealth rankings for decades. Yet much of his wealth existed only on paper. He wasn't sitting on piles of cash. Most of it was tied up in Tesla and SpaceX shares. And then, he made another astonishing move. Chapter 8: The Twitter Gamble. In 2022, Elon Musk offered to buy Twitter. The price? About $44 billion. The deal shocked Wall Street, because Musk didn't actually have $44 billion in cash. So how could he buy it? He borrowed against his shares. He sold some stock. He pledged billions worth of Tesla shares as collateral. he effectively leveraged his own empire to acquire a social media platform. Why? Depending on who you ask, to protect free speech, to reshape public discourse, or because he simply wanted control over one of the world's most influential communication networks. Whatever the reason, it was one of the most controversial acquisitions in modern history. Advertisers fled, revenue declined, mass layoffs followed. Critics called it reckless, supporters called it necessary. The platform was renamed X. Interestingly, that was the same name as his online bank from decades earlier. A full circle moment. Chapter 9. The failures people forget. The Elon Musk story isn't a straight line upward. It's filled with ideas that didn't work. Hyperloop generated enormous excitement, but never became a functioning transportation revolution. The Boring Company promised underground traffic solutions that remain limited in scope. Solar City required a controversial rescue through Tesla. Several ambitious timelines failed to materialize. Autonomous driving deadlines slipped repeatedly. Many predictions proved overly optimistic. And yet, these failures reveal something important. Musk's strategy has never been about being right every time. It's about taking enough massive swings that a few successes completely outweigh the failures. That's venture capital thinking, applied to an entire life. Chapter 10. The Political Storm. As Musk's influence grew, so did the controversies. He criticized governments, argued publicly with regulators, clashed with labor organizations, commented on geopolitics, supported political candidates, opposed others. By the mid-2020s, he had become more than a businessman. He was a cultural and political force. Some viewed him as a visionary. Others saw him as dangerously influential. Either way, his actions increasingly moved markets, shaped conversations, and influenced public policy. Few CEOs in history have held that kind of power. Chapter 11. The next trillion-dollar question. By now, you might think the story is over. A billionaire becomes the richest man alive. End of documentary. Not even close. Because Elon Musk's biggest bets may still be ahead. SpaceX became the world's most valuable private space company. Its satellite division, Starlink, has grown into a major global communications network and could eventually become a separate public company. Meanwhile, Musk has poured resources into artificial intelligence through xAI. He continues pushing robotics with Optimus. Self-driving technology remains a central ambition. And Mars? He still talks about it constantly. Which raises an uncomfortable question. What if all the companies we've talked about, Zip2, PayPal, Tesla, Twitter, were merely stepping stones? What if the real objective was always something bigger? The revelation. Here's the surprising truth behind Elon Musk's wealth. He didn't become rich because he picked winning companies. He became rich because he repeatedly concentrated everything into a few extremely high-conviction bets. Most people diversify. Musk concentrated. Most people protect wealth. Musk repeatedly risked it. Most people stop after one success. Musk used one success to fund the next impossible idea. Zip2 funded X.com. PayPal funded SpaceX and Tesla. Tesla's stock funded Twitter and new ventures. Every fortune became fuel for the next gamble. That is the pattern. That is how Elon Musk got rich. Conclusion. Whether you admire him or criticize him, it's hard to deny one thing. Very few people in history have repeatedly bet everything they had on ideas that sounded impossible. Even fewer have won. His story isn't just about money. It's about leverage, ownership, conviction, and an extraordinary willingness to endure failure, ridicule, and near bankruptcy in pursuit of gigantic outcomes. Because in the end, Elon Musk didn't get rich by playing the game safely. He got rich by repeatedly putting himself in positions where the downside looked terrifying, but the upside could change the world. And somehow, again and again, it did.